Jake the dog.
And we're back, everybody.
Brought to you by...
Brought to you by Nostalgic Comics.
Or was it My Undies or those random commercials in the podcast?
My undies?
Yeah.
HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Learn how to cook.
If HelloFresh wants to give us money, that's fine. You don't put it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube,
There you go.
but it's not monetized.
Why not? How do you get monetized?
I need tax papers.
Yeah.
I need to be
And you gotta be Jake Paul.
Yeah. I gotta look into
You have to be like a company.
yeah.
Or
I gotta get a tax ID.
Dude.
You should challenge Oscar de la Hoya to a boxing match.
In fishnet stockings.
Yeah. That'll make you famous real quick.
Yeah.
But if you start a company, then all of this becomes like
Property.
costs
That
of
is
the
that
business.
That is a slippery slope.
Mhm.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, and then you end up losing money. You gotta keep putting in money.
But then
so
if
can lose
you
money.
do, what is it? I don't know. You know what? Don't listen to me. I get my financial advice from like Pinterest. So
From Pinterest. Wait a minute. What?
just
I get mine from a
Instagram
clown.
reels,
Oh,
like
yeah,
just
yeah.
not
I have
reliable.
a clown that's a financial advisor.
A clown?
Mhm.
Oh shit. Should probably turn that off, huh? Sorry about that.
That's all right. Edit and post.
More for you to edit.
I'm keeping that on the. So when you listen to it, you're gonna hear that.
You should
That's
make,
the intro.
you should make that the opening.
Welcome to Nostalgic.
All right.
You should just loop it and just have that playing during Halloween.
That's creepy. It's like the cats when they see like a bird. Yeah. That weird thing.
Have you heard squirrels?
Yeah. There's a
Yes.
big ass freaking cactus on this side of the street.
Uh-huh.
There was a squirrel inside there one time. I didn't know, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And the squirrel started hissing at me. I didn't know squirrels hiss.
Oh, dude, I know. I feel like that's where you realize you grew up in a city where most of your knowledge of animals comes from like
Street animals.
storybooks
Yeah.
or like cartoons. So you're like probably more comfortable with the idea of a squirrel talking, like
Yeah.
speaking English than
I remember the first time I saw a raccoon. I didn't realize they were that big.
yeah. They're pretty big,
I was like,
yeah.
"Holy shit!"
Like, oh, you guys look cute in the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That
have a
big
possum.
fucker.
I have a possum. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he
When
said-
I was in school, there was an albino raccoon,
Mm.
and then a dog killed it. It was front news of the paper.
Slow news day.
Yeah. No, it was a big news day. Everybody knew about that albino raccoon.
Wow.
Damn.
It was a national treasure.
The staple of the community.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
horrible.
So anybody that graduated from UC Santa Barbara in
Oh.
2005 to 2007, you know what I'm
You
talking
know,
about.
bye-bye.
The celebrity albino raccoon.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're rare.
Yeah. Yeah. They're weird looking.
All right, going back to the topic is where you left off.
Going back to the topic of how I've been, it's fine. Sometimes one Marisol has to pass the torch on to another Marisol. You can't, you just, the newer generation has to take up the mantle.
You've never met her, huh?
No.
Yeah.
I added her on Instagram. Hi, Marisol.
That's about it.
I'm the old Marisol.
Yeah.
I just remember one day, just out of
I
nowhere,
should just train her to
Yeah.
be like,
or have wacky adventures.
Wacky adventure.
Yeah.
Well,
Like getting drunk at McDonald's.
just like a mentorship.
yeah.
So if Cruz ever shows up
Yeah.
in like a 1988 car,
That you know in trouble.
just get in.
Just get in.
Just get in.
I'm gonna get like a Continental too.
Yeah.
Classy.
It's fine.
Like to this day, I remember the movie Signs, the M. Night
Yeah.
Shyamalan?
Yeah.
I remember going to that with you guys.
Was it with you guys?
Yeah. And we got there too late, so we had to wait like half an hour. And then Cruz fucking hotboxed the car. And I didn't want to get out because there was a cop right there, right?
Was it Signs? Because I distinctly remember also going with the guy I was dating at the time because I remember his mom yelled when the alien came out in Brazil.
Oh wait.
So did I never watch a movie twice. Did I watch that movie twice in the
maybe.
theater?
We were gonna go to.
Did we actually watch it?
Yeah, we were gonna go to a dispatch meeting. It got canceled.
In Uptown Whittier.
A dispatch meeting.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then we were like,
Good old Dispatch magazine.
Yep.
See, guys, I was on my way.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my way. I was a prodigy once.
Telling you.
Y'all.
We should have started a magazine.
Dude, I
Stop encouraging her. You're going to give her another Google sheet to make.
I know,
We
man.
can start a magazine.
Don't do
Let's
that
do
to
it.
me.
Let's do it.
We just convert the Cape one into
Yeah.
and done.
Yeah. Start a magazine. What's our magazine?
Just add me to the Google folder.
No, but yeah, I remember randomly she messaged me. She goes, "Oh, you replaced me?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" She's like, "I see you got a new money." So
There's a new one in
I
town.
was
When
like,
was that?
I don't
Must have been
remember.
a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was like, "What? Are you? Like."
I think it was when she was working here.
No.
Yeah, poor Mary Sunshine.
Yeah.
Got replaced.
You got
It's
replaced.
okay.
That's
It
right.
happens to the best of us.
But I mean, there was a long period. There was nothing. And
I know,
were
you can't-
You were out gallivanting in
You
the
know,
world. So
somebody's got to fill that void.
Yeah.
It's okay. I replaced you guys a couple times in my life too.
Yeah. I would hope so.
And another ragtag group of two guys.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's a what do you call it? A combination: 2 guys, 1 girl, and a pizza place. It's
Yeah.
that. It's that combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think, and then we just talked about it recently how like when we were in campus news, and we would take you home, and then your mom would ask us to wait for her.
Yeah. Well, also because when we first moved into that place, the fear-mongering neighbor was like, this neighborhood is super dangerous. They beat people up here. Like, they steal everything. And then I was like, fuck, I'm showing up like Tuesday at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And then we would just sit in my living room.
Mm-hmm. I always thought that was, and but he was telling me, he goes, "Why does she trust us?" like,
Could be worse.
Yeah.
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 I feel like my mom's like, she could probably beat these two up.
Yeah. She was about her height.
Yeah.
We're short.
Yeah, it's fine.
You could take her.
Yeah.
You could take her.
Her mom or
Yeah. Either or.
I don't know, man. My mom, I think, like, sometimes has, like, secret knowledge of weapons.
No.
And I'm like,
She is Yolanda Sandoval.
like, where the... She's, like, said some things in her life where she's like, oh, well, that bullet does this and this and this. And I'm like, wait, what?
How do you know?
How do you know this? She's like a secret little Russian Salvadorian spy. I don't know.
No, maybe.
Maybe you don't know.
Maybe.
That's why she left.
She's like Americans, all like a sleeper agent.
Yeah.
The Americans.
One of these days, they're just going to call upon her.
You see her in her full attire, all of a sudden, Mom. I'm like,
Throwing flips and shit.
The Ozempic has been doing wonders.
Like the bad shoulder was just a cover.
Actually, if that turned out to be true, I'd be kind of pissed because I'm like, you mean I've been doing all of your errands and you were you spoke English the entire time.
Yeah,
I'm on the phone with banks and shit, pretending to be you.
one time I took my grandmother. My grandmother never spoke a word of English. And one time I took her to the Social Security office. They were gonna cut her for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And this white guy comes up to her. And he tells her like, "You need to do this in India, fill out form." And she's like, "I understand completely." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Grandma.
Who is this person?
I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Where could I get that form?" I'm like, "What is going on?"
I don't even know you.
She played you.
She did play me.
Yeah, your whole family.
My whole family.
Or my mom will call me from work sometimes, and like, you know, she's not supposed to be on the phone, so but she has her little Bluetooth.
No.
So she'll be like talking, and then like, I guess somebody in the building will be, and she'll be like, "Oh hi, how are you? I'm talking to my daughter," and I'm like, wait, where did all of these
Dude,
English words
yeah,
come from?
yeah.
Yes, no, yeah, she's young, three, and I'm like, you're communicating just fine. Like, I'm pretty sure you can call the bank now.
You can't be here that long and not pick up something.
Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like assassin. Like
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
like why would you when you could just like have your daughter call the bank and pretend to be you?
Easier.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
Yeah. And then I can yell at people
You like to do that.
sometimes.
All right.
That's how I get roughed up by security on my way out.
That dream of yours. You gotta
It's a
have
weird
goals
dream to
in life.
have.
Yeah.
It's a weird goal to have, but you know.
Yeah.
Take it away, boys.
We gotta find a way
We
to
got a
make it
surprise
happen.
for you.
4 guys, each a limb.
Just swing me around back and forth.
Just
Just a close up of me being like, ah.
Dream accomplished. Right?
Scene.
It's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So when are we bringing Kate back?
Oh,
Cape?
Yeah.
You tell me. You're the boss.
I get asked all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. Ask Marisol.
You're the captain of the ship,
I
man.
don't know, man.
it's just finding the spot. I think
Google Drive
that's
is-
it. It's there.
It's a spot. It's
Yeah.
I don't think that people realize that the venue situation is
Yeah.
as
We paint ourselves in the corner by putting East LA as part of the name.
well. I mean,
Unless you rebrand.
it had its point. It had no. I don't want to rebrand.
You just put EL Cape. El Cape.
LA.
El Capo. Expo Organization.
Organization.
I don't know. I like.
I know.
I know.
It
I know.
rolls off the tongue when you say
I know.
Cape.
East LA Cape.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah.
I know if we move it too much in any direction, people are gonna give a shit. I mean, I feel like people give a shit no matter what, but
Yeah.
it's the venue situation.
Yeah.
And they're expensive.
Yeah.
Did you know there was a theater by the Jack in the Box on Mott?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Paramount.
I didn't know. Somebody was like, "Oh, I went to a concert
Yeah, I went to a
in Boyle Heights," and I'm like, "Where?"
The
That's
Paramount.
where Patrick works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the-
Oh, that's where the radio station
It's underneath.
is.
It's underground. Underneath it.
Well, do they have any space?
It's not very big. Parking sucks. Parking is the worst.
Yeah, parking.
We had a show there once, and yeah, it was pretty
was
much
tight.
It was
It was-
like 3 people per little room.
Oh.
And
Yeah, it was.
it's different now.
Hey man, if anybody wants to email us with
Cheap.
cheap ideas for lots of space and
You have a big backyard.
you know, if you have a big backyard, you know,
The closest thing we could probably find, there's a couple of stores like on Whittier that are closed.
Yeah.
That there's no.
Yeah,
nothing
Patrick
going
had
on
this
inside
idea
of.
that there's a right there on Whittier near the theater.
Uh-huh.
There's like a thrift, like a Save-Ons or something that was.
so
that's
we're
cool.
like the spirit Halloween of
Yeah, yeah,
events.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It could
I'm
work.
fine. Yeah, we can move into.
But no,
like
but he
a-
wanted to like rent it for the month, and then he wanted to have like weekly events or some shit.
with what staff? Like
Yeah.
we're all like tired, old, creaky volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it could have worked, but it's like a bigger thing maybe down the line.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Some point,
Eventually.
someday.
10 years later.
10 years later.
When's the first one?
2017.
So we got 3 more years.
2 years.
To what?
The 10-year anniversary.
Our 10-year anniversary.
Well, we didn't do it for like the last 5 years.
Should we do like the thing we did in the pandemic, where we just
That'd
do
be a
like,
good idea. I mean,
in the
people
meantime?
like that, right?
I don't know.
I
You're
think
the-
they did.
Yeah, it still gets views. Like some of those YouTube videos, every once in a while, will still get a view or
Yeah.
two.
I always trip out like how like what was it? One of them was it Crystal, where she just got like a bunch of views right away,
Yeah.
and then it was like I got an email from somebody who was like, "Thank you for having her on. Like I'm a big fan," and I'm like, "Oh, cool." Like,
Wow. Was it her mom?
Like and subscribe.
yeah. So we also do that. We can start a YouTube channel.
Well, we have a YouTube channel.
I know, but it can give you like something to do once a month.
She's busy.
I'm not that busy. I'm just
Lazy. No,
Lazy. I'm in my lazy era. You know, it's overcompensating for my workaholic era. So now I'm like,
You're done.
I'm just afraid of becoming a workaholic again.
Oh.
So I've
Oh, see,
overcompensated.
my new boss at the other job,
It's so funny that you say that.
he told me there's no such thing as a workaholic.
Oh, fuck him.
He said that we're workhorses.
Oh, that's worse.
But then he told me that, remember though, when a workhorse can't work anymore, they shoot them.
That devolved.
I don't know what he was trying to
So
tell
I'm
me.
like, so when I'm of no use to you, you're gonna send me to the glue factory?
Yeah. I don't know what he was trying to tell me, but I was like, okay.
Good to know, sir. that You're capable of euthanizing me. Man.
Yeah.
On that note,
On that note, thank you very much. No, no, just kidding.
But this guy comes into work every day at 4 a.m.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because he's got nothing else to do, I guess. I don't know.
that's life. Wait, I go in at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
But you have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scheduled.
I think it'll like the pendulum will swing back around, and I'll like go back to like some kind of balance of like not necessarily signing up for things I can't fully commit to, and then I'm like scrambling around, and then
Here's the thing. It's gonna come to the point. Just do what you want to do,
Yeah.
and make sure you do it. That's it. That's what I keep telling myself. At least for me,
yeah,
just keep doing what I want to do and just do it.
Yeah.
I work technically 4 days at the real job, and the rest of the time I'm fucking here.
Yeah.
You know, this whole week I've been here like the whole week.
The whole week.
You know, I don't have to be, but I've been here the whole week trying to do the zine thing. You know, all this stuff. You know, but that's it. Do what you choose a job you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life.
It's not true though.
It's not like
I feel that is.
Capitalism still exists. I still gotta do weird shit for money.
Yeah, no, that's the real job. That's the other job. That's the one that actually pays for me being lazy or doing this shit.
Yeah.
Someone gave me a book about owning a small business, and there was a chapter in there about how like at some point you care too much, and it becomes your personality. And then so if someone talks shit about the business, you take that personally.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Well, you're a comic book guy, you know? You're the guy that has the comic books.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, this place smells.
Like, shut up.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I think what I've been doing lately is like doing not even health stuff but I feel like I've been doing like body stuff, like running and stuff. But that takes so much fucking time.
Wait, aren't your knees like fucked up?
Yeah, but you know, like if like your body's, you're gonna run your body into the ground anyway. Might as well get something shiny at the end.
True. Yeah.
But then I don't like. So I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna prepare, and like a month before the marathon, I'm like, fuck, I should have prepared more. And then I wing it, and then it's like miserable, and then everything hurts, and then I'm for some reason, instead of me going, I really should stop doing this.
Yeah.
I immediately signed up for another one. In fact, this last time I hadn't even ran it.
Yeah.
Before I signed up for the next one.
Ouch. So, here, this is a full marathon,
26.2 miserable miles.
5 hours?
No, sir.
4.4.
No, sir.
Longer?
No, sir. It took me, I think, about 7 hours this last time.
Wow.
Because, I was working a lot. So I was doing a bunch of overtime. And I just like, you're just like, oh man, do I really want to go run 7 miles right now? Or do I want to just like eat dinner? And that would just keep happening.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll run on the weekends. Oh, but this is the only time I get to like sit. This is the only time I get to clean the house. This is the only time I get to like do this. And then I just kept putting it off. And then like I was getting closer to the race and I'm like, well, it's just, I already paid for it.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah. And so I think like there's always like a point where you're like, well, maybe I'm just like used to it and my body will just do it. So there's like the first like 13 miles, you're like kind of encouraged. You're like, that wasn't as bad as it wasn't
3
too
hours.
bad. It was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like if I just keep this up for like another
3 hours.
3, that's a 6 hour marathon. A 6 hour marathon is, you should be proud of that, and then you start talking to yourself. And then at some point your body just like stops and you're just like, fuck. Or things start hurting or things, and you're eating all the time too. So you're just snacking the whole time.
When you're running?
Yeah. Cause otherwise like you run out of like stores. And I've done that when I first started, I didn't know that you had to keep running. You just like, your body just like stops. So you just kind of like tense up. The first time when I got lost, you could just tell like your brain has like no sugar left. And I couldn't make a decision. So I was like, I'm in the middle of San Francisco. I don't know where the fuck I am. And then my husband called me and he's like, are you okay? And he's like, do you want me to come get you? They're like breaking things down.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I will crawl across if I need to. And I was just like, but I couldn't like make a plan. I remember my brain was so broken that I couldn't make a plan. And I was just asking people like, which direction? And then people would, they see you with the fucking number and they're like, good job, you're almost there. And I'm like, is it that way? And just little by little, I finally caught up with like the rest of the crowd.
Yeah.
I think I was not the last person to check in, but the person before the last person to check in that year. So only one other person got like clocked in.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have anything. There wasn't a strip to run over. I just like showed up. And I was like, can somebody give me a medal? They had packed the medals away.
Oh, man.
And the girl just got the little beeper. She like beeped something in the chip. And
They gave
she
you
was
a
like, all
medal.
right. Yeah, there was no fanfare. They just gave
Wait,
me
and someone was slower than you?
one person.
Wow.
So you know what? At least I wasn't that fucking
You
guy.
beat that person.
I
Yeah.
was going to that person's my
At least I wasn't the last
Missing a
one.
leg or something.
This is tripping me out. What's your best time?
I don't remember.
You don't even know. You always
like,
focus on the bad.
6 something.
Oh, it's not good.
It's not bad. Like, but like you look at all of these times and it's always like 4 hours, 4.5, 3.5, 5 hours. Like, and every year I'm like, all right, this is going to be the year that I get like a sub 5 marathon. I'm going to do it 5 hours. I'm going to run that shit in 5 hours. And every year I wing it.
Oh my God.
One day I'll get my shit together.
Here's the thing. Out of all that, you say you're going to do it, but you don't. You procrastinate. But you still end up doing it, and you still end up passing 20 hours later.
Yeah.
But you're passing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
So, magazine?
2025?
2025.
Okay.
Bringing Dispatch magazine back.
Oh. Bring it back.
No, didn't it become like it's an online magazine now?
Yeah.
It's an event thing. It's a high school event like company now.
Oh wow, it's an event company.
Yeah, so it's not like like there's still like a magazine component, but it became more of like a like school event thing. So like because they had the connections with like the sketchers and like bands and like they'll bring little bands. It's like a little mini Warped Tour for high schools kind of thing.
Yeah, we had that, didn't we?
We went to the Warped Tour.
Oh, we went to the Warped Tour a couple times.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
we were passing out condoms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
They're little brown bags.
Yeah.
I remember.
See, we did stuff, kids.
Yeah,
We're cool.
We were cool.
Yeah, we were cool.
We were cool one time.
We worked on magazines.
Yeah.
Before,
Cruz insulted Lou Ferrigno.
Happens to the best of us.
I didn't insult him more that I stepped on my own fucking tail.
Yeah.
Because I asked him about someone that had been dead for years. The guy that played
Bill Bixby.
Bill Bixby, who played Banner, was before the Hulk.
He had been dead for a while.
For a long time, and asked him how he was doing. And
he asked him if he hoped to reunite with him
soon. Yeah. So take that as you will, Mr. Lou Ferrigno. He was dead.
Do you want to sleep with the fishes, Lou?
Yeah.
And that was after the fact because they told us.
Yeah.
Because it was about anti-drug, right? That magazine,
it was an
right?
anti-drug, anti-magazine.
So they wanted us to ask him about steroids.
No, yeah, well, it's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
And so, like, I put that at the very end. Like, I was like, if he's going to get mad, he's going to get mad at the end, And he got mad, and then Cruz asked him if he wanted to die soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Save that interview.
What somewhere? I have a tape somewhere.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I have the tape of when I interviewed Stephen Jenkins with Third Eye Blind, too.
Wow.
There's 2 things that I learned from re-listening to that recently. One is I laughed through most of it. I'm just like giggling nonstop because I'm like 17 and starstruck. 2, I had balls. Like I was listening to the questions. I was like, I can't fucking believe I asked a grown ass man like questions about his dating life so just unabashedly,
So you got a girlfriend?
No, well, I knew he had a girlfriend because I had researched, because I'm a respectable journalist, Enrique, and I researched the living shit out of my subject before.
Yeah.
And he was dead. He was dating Vanessa Carlton.
Oh.
And
making my way downtown?
Yeah. Walking past.
So we love that song. We play that song all the time.
Yeah. And I was like, well, how is it being on tour, and like never seen Vanessa Carlton or something? And I don't know. Or I said something like, we all know that this album was about Charlize Theron. How does it feel to like, and I'm like, those are some fucking assumptions. Like, dude, you're not even done with puberty. You guys, you're just over here asking fucking celebrities some shit.
Do you think he like stays up at night? I'm like, that
fucking teenager that one time. No, but it was like, it's cute to like think of like the little person I was. You're like,
that's funny. Yeah.
I was on my way somewhere, guys.
Yeah. Remember Lou Ferrigno, he didn't want to play around. Like he was just like all business. Because that Incredible Hulk movie was about to come out.
Oh, was he a little bitter about it?
No, I asked him. I said, he had
a cameo.
Yeah, he comes down. Yeah. But I asked him, that Hulk movie's coming out. Like, if you had to fight that Hulk, who would win? Ha ha ha. Right? And he fucking straight face was like, it's a cartoon. That was his answer.
Okay, sir. Well, did you guys interview him over the phone or in person?
Yeah, over the phone. Yeah.
Oh no, he would have punched me in person. Actually, I have a side funnier story because there was before that we would go to the Shrine Auditorium that would have a conventions there. One time he was there and he would go with a couple of friends. One of my friends is like a little dude, skinny dude, right? Luke Ferrigno, basically he walks backwards and he bumps into Luke Ferrigno. Luke Ferrigno grabs him like a little thing, just whoop, moves him over and like, watch out. Boom, picks him up, puts him over like that. It was amazing. And we're just like, oh, that was Luke Ferrigno. This is before I interviewed him, by the way. Yeah.
Did you remind him of that story?
No.
You should have.
No.
It might have softened things. Yeah.
Remember the time you picked up my friend and moved him out of your way for inconveniencing you?
I would think he does that a lot.
Yeah, he probably does that all the time.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
Yeah. I mean, we were starstruck then the fact that it was him, but we didn't even care. Normally we'd be like, hey, what the fuck?
Like the hood comes out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Heard you talking shit.
It was by the USC. It was by USC. In that area.
Yeah.
So, the hood.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
The magazine.
Yeah.
You down?
But like magazines, I don't know.
I'm going to make this into a two-parter.
Okay. Ooh,
it's going to have to be because, it's your fault for inviting me.
We've been wanting to. You're like a white whale.
White buffalo.
White buffalo.
You just insulted her.
I think he just called me fat.
Well, what's the difference between a white buffalo and a white whale?
They're different species.
Oh, but they're all, the point is it's elusive. You don't see them like the raccoon or that was white, albino.
No, but the white.
What? You're an albino raccoon.
I am the elusive white albino raccoon.
Yeah.
The white whale is like you want to kill it. It's Moby Dick.
Oh, then what's a white buffalo?
The white buffalo is like you're after it. Just like it's elusive.
Well, you don't want to kill it?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I didn't want to kill you.
Well, thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah.
Feel much better about it now.
You're a raccoon, fine. You're the
I'm
white
a raccoon.
Yeah.
I'm a raccoon that got attacked by a rabid dog.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's even sadder. Oh, we the rabid dog. We finally caught her.
That's sad.
There's an end to every story.
Mm-hmm. That's why we had to replace her.
Wow.
And that, kids, is how we met the second Marisol.
Yeah.
How did you meet? She just walked in?
I don't know.
Did she do the same thing I did with Kate? She just walked in.
I
she's
work
like,
here now.
I work here now. This is my store. You're like, all right. Sometimes when Marisols yell at me, I just say,
oh no.
Sounds about right.
That's like my weakness.
So let that be known.
No,
to the masses. If your name is Marisol, you show up with a lot of confidence and just poke them really hard and get what you want.
You get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It was like the toy drive, right?
Is that how you met her?
I think so.
Okay.
I think Patrick knew about her because of the whole East LA thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started following her, and then we did the toy drive, and I reached out because like the group we were using before, they got too big for us. We had a cosplay group. It would show up for the toy drive. So
Big as in famous?
I guess. Or they just were like, oh, this is too small for us. Like,
Okay. All right. Okay.
And we reached out to them, and they, they came down and been around ever since.
Yeah.
And the pandemic hit, and then she's like, oh, she wanted to get out of the house, and she's like, can I go help you fix the store up? And I'm like, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
And one thing led to another, and now she's here.
In other words, she did muscle her way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
True to the lore.
To the lore.
So what are you gonna name the episodes then? What's our time?
Part two. Well, if we're gonna do the two-parter thing, we got another 20, 30 minutes.
Do we have to talk for another
If
20?
you want, if not, we could, I mean, I could easily spit them into 240s.
You can do 240s.
Yeah. In that case,
What are you gonna name them though?
The time Marisol came back. Oh, Mary
OG,
Sunshine.
or Earth One.
Earth One Marisol.
The albino raccoon.
No matter
returns.
raccoon.
The albino return. No, albino raccoon returns. An interview with Marisol.
Yeah.
Circa 2000 to 2007.
Nostalgia comics.
Yeah. It's really.
Yeah.
And we didn't even talk about how we used to drink at McDonald's.
I've been trying not to incriminate us as much as possible.
I mean, it's fine.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta put that in front of that disclaimer. Allegedly.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jack Stone.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was confusing stuff. You weren't there. I think it was Hilda. When the first Spider-Man movie came out. We were gonna go, and this is like before it was like a midnight screening thing. We just assumed that they were midnight screenings. So we went to the theater, and they were like, "No, we don't want a screening right now."
Interesting.
And remember, we were gonna camp out in the parking lot, and they kicked us out.
That for Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Huh.
Was I there?
No, you weren't there.
Did I just fill myself in?
No, you could.
But now I feel like I'm gonna just absorb that memory, and the next time I'll be like, "Oh, I was there."
It
That
was
was
there.
It's just like one of those things. Like it makes sense that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
That just sounds like something that was happening at that time.
There were several adventures, most that I don't recall.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fair. You were allegedly very stoned most of the time.
Allegedly.
See, that one I could say 100%. Yeah.
But allegedly.
As a matter of fact, right now. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. And Gamboa has a family now.
Most people do.
I know.
And like Hilda's like the queen of the water filters or something.
Oh no, she's like a fucking like a kingpin or something down there in Mexico.
Yeah, of water filters.
Wait, the real Mexico or like the state New Mexico?
No, the real Mexico. Like she's living.
Is that a
down
euphemism?
No,
for-
she worked for the government or something.
there. Yeah.
And now she's like something about water filters. So I don't know, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
A mogul, if you will.
Mogul.
She does tarot card readings now too.
Oh, it's
Really?
lucrative.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the YouTubers that I've been listening to, all my scary stories, I've been on a little bit of like a Mexican witchcraft kick because they're extra fucking scary and
Yeah.
creepy. I don't know what it is about, you're like
Spanish.
white people horror is scary, but like like señora horror is like, oh, I don't know.
Chamucos.
Yeah, there's like something about this. It just feels a little too real and like
Okay, here's a question for you.
Okay.
We asked before. Growing up, did your mom ever threaten that like an old man was gonna take you? Like if you didn't listen, like that old man's gonna take you.
I don't know.
Like,
Not like a
wait, what's-
particular moment. There was always like the threat of the cops, like, oh, I'm gonna call the cops.
No,
Yeah.
Wow.
no.
Wow.
Oh no, there was always a threat of like sending you to another country, like si no te portas bien te voy a mandar a El Salvador, and you're like, oh,
I remember when I was
no
like,
cartoons there.
when I was a kid, we went to Mexico and went to the market. And when we got at the market, this guy comes out. He's like blowing a whistle, and these little kids, they're the bankers, right? They bag your food for you,
Oh,
and then they take tips, whatever, right? But they're like little kids. They're like,
so child labor.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom. She always threatens Zach. She's like, "You keep acting up."
I'm gonna get you a job, a non-unionized labor job. Your boss is gonna have a whistle. Clean your shit up.
Yeah. And she'd always tell him that. She'd always tell him that.
So yeah, no, yeah, te va a llevar señor, te va a llevar chamuco. No.
El chamuco, yeah. No, because that's Mexican slang.
Oh,
So we didn't have chamuco.
wait, what was your?
But for some
chamuco?
reason we did have cucuy. So
Oh,
Well, everybody has cucuy.
everybody has
Yeah,
cucuy. I think it's just like universal.
kids say cucuy when they're like,
Yeah.
babies.
White people say cucuy, but they say.
Oh, they
cocoy,
appropriated that too?
cocoy Or
El cucuy.
yeah, cucuy.
El cucuy.
Mm-hmm.
Cucuy.
Oh yeah, and when your buddy Victor Lopez comes here all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, Victor.
Yeah, he listens to this.
Shout out.
He's one of our fans,
Yeah, we went to high school together.
which is so weird because like he'll talk to us about it. Like he'll talk to me about it. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like they talked about the episode.
How's that weird? That's
That's part
that's
of
what
it.
people are supposed to do.
No, but he tells
People
me.
are supposed to listen to it.
No, but he'll say stuff like, "Oh, you don't like the Joker," and I'm like, "How do you know that?" Right?
Well, this is
Well,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like that's I've been very careful not to talk about anybody.
Yeah.
Why?
Cause in the off chance that someone had a sheer, I've done weird shit out of sheer curiosity. Like just listen to, especially if it's someone that I know. I'm like, I'll give it a good go. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want. Yeah, no, I'm like I don't want to name drop.
So you think like random people are gonna listen to this episode? that
Sometimes.
you know?
Sometimes.
Oh, we're gonna post it everywhere.
Yeah.
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 I don't want to be like, is that what that bitch thinks of me? That's not the way that fucking story. No.
Yeah.
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 That way I can lie indiscriminately and no one has to fact check me.
No.
That's part of podcasting, I think.
Yeah.
Just embellishing.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
Yeah.
Alarm.
Oh,
The alarm to hurry up and finish.
like
No,
her.
this is the motion sensor. After a certain time, it turns on.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what wakes him up. When the ghost is
It
walking around.
wakes up Becky.
Yeah. It goes.
He's right there. He lives up there.
And that little door.
Do we know if Becky's like Mexican?
Oh no, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question. Rebecca. Rebecca.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Está ahí, está ahí.
Yeah, dude, these like brujeria stories are like twisted. Twisted. Like, yeah.
How so?
Like there I will so the other weird YouTube thing I've been on lately where they interview like real life brujas and they're like, oh, what's like the worst thing you've ever done? What's the like and the worst thing that one bruja said that she's ever been asked to do was to do like an amarre, like a love spell on a kid.
A kid.
Yeah,
Oh.
so it'll be like some guy that's like older, right, coming in talking about his soulmate and how they're like meant to be, blah, 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 but he needs an amarre, and then he's like, all right, well, I need this person's like whatever picture and name and date of birth or whatever it is that you need to like do what you need to do, and they'll show up with like the picture of a child, and she's like, well, one, no, two, she says she holds on to all of this information in case she needs to give it to the cops. And she just like turns around and like basically doesn't do the amarre and does something else to like
Fuck him up.
And I'm like, you know what? There's Bruja Justice.
Bruja Justice.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, she's playing with karmic fire right there because she's.
Is it karmic fire because she's punishing someone that is hurting somebody else?
Yeah, but she's hurting. You know, this guy hasn't done anything yet. And she's already
we know
preempted.
of.
No, we know of. Yeah, I guess. I'm not trying to, justify this dude. I'm just playing devil's advocate, if you
Yeah,
will. You know?
I guess. But
Brujas.
Because at the end of the day, that guy deserves.
yeah, I feel like that's a risk she's willing to take.
Yeah. I would-
Also,
I would
she's a
think-
bruja. Like, you know how to like sort yourself out. Like, just
You would think.
protect yourself. That's the thing. So many of these stories, like one of the creepiest elements is like there are certain situations where there's like nothing you can do to protect yourself. Like if someone is like quote unquote powerful enough, no matter what you do to like
Oh, the rabbit.
or the crystals or whatever, like if there's like just some deep rooted generational bruja, you're like fucked.
Yeah. Well, when I was growing up, one of my babysitters, when my mom had to work on weekends and stuff, was a bruja. Like straight out. Like that was her gig. And she sold cobijas on the side.
She's so cobijas. She's a bruja and a babysitter.
Hey man, the hustle is real.
The hustle is real.
The hustle is real.
She was. I'm just saying.
Did you ever see anything creepy?
Yeah, dude. Like
what?
people would come in, and then like she'd go to her room, and then that's
Like
where
when you were there?
Yeah, well, I was in the other room watching Godzilla, where the fuck they were on TV, and they'd go.
Was it like your little Mexican cobija part of her like mercancía?
Yeah. No, it'd be on top of the bags.
Yeah.
I couldn't open it, It's
Yeah,
working the
yeah.
Mercedes. But long story
No
short.
like duendes or anything?
No, that guy seen duendes.
Yeah, I saw
I've
one. I saw
never
the
seen
duende.
one.
Was it like the stereotypical one with the red hat?
No, I didn't get a hat. Just a little dude.
Just cold.
He ran into the sewer.
How big are we talking about?
Like, we're like that big.
How do you know it wasn't a rat?
It looked like a dude.
It looked like a dude. The rat had a blouse.
Yeah.
Klaus had a
Glass
blouse.
of blouse. Glass of blouse.
I don't know. Sometimes I wish I saw some shit because
Same here.
life is boring.
It really is.
It's kind of boring. Yeah.
See, here's the thing. I believe in all this stuff, and I've never seen any of it.
Because you have to want to.
No, you don't have to want. Because if you want to, you'll never see
No,
it.
that was.
But then it's like, then does that mean that?
No, there's a famous book about this guy who he was trying to debunk shit from the church, and basically he interviewed a bunch of people, like the people that really wanted to see angels and shit, like they would see them, and then he basically figured out that like it's just your fucking mind, like you want to, and then he ended up seeing fucking demons and shit because he did so much research on this, and then he was just like, oh, it's because of that.
Just like The Exorcist.
Yeah,
So if you build it, they will come.
yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
You're just mind.
I think about money a lot now.
Yeah. Only in your dreams.
That's not how that works.
See?
Yeah, it's weird. The whole what do you got? Manifest.
Yeah,
Manifest it.
but that's weird. I think that's just coincidence and shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or
I
you're
want $1
like-
million.
But you
Oh, I won
can't
the
tell that to
lotto.
people that you
Yeah.
can't tell that to people with good luck. Because I think people don't like the randomness of good luck.
You think it's such a thing?
Yeah, because I just think that people have a hard time accepting good luck. Like it's random.
No, I mean, you think good luck is a good thing? Is it a real thing?
No, I'm just saying like some people just have a hard time accepting that sometimes like the
universe
way
decides
things just kind of like fall
apart,
like for whatever reason they fell better in your favor.
Yeah.
But I think one, you'd have to accept that no matter what you do at some point, it's random.
Yeah.
And I don't think that like our brains enjoy that.
Yeah.
That means that we don't mean anything. And you have, I just think that it feels good to create something to make you feel like you harnessed it. Like you brought it, you controlled it. Like,
well, I think part of it though is like the whole manifesting is it does kind of make you work towards that. Right?
Yeah, and
like,
that's what it is. It's
like
subconsciously you obsess over something. So wherever you turn, everything is an opportunity to get you toward that goal.
Yeah.
You know.
Interesting.
And I think in situations in which I've felt like what someone else would call, if you use that verbiage, what I would say, like I manifested exactly what I wanted. That's what it was. It was just like this deep obsession. And everything I like consumed was in service of that goal.
Yeah.
Like everywhere I turned, everything was like, is this going to help me get there? Is that going to help me get there? Is that going to help me? Everything becomes just like an obsession to get you there. And then in turn, when you shut off all opportunities that won't get you there, you only pick things that will get you there.
Yeah.
Like eventually you'll get somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and even though in the end, like those goals, there's been a couple of times where like I get there and I'm like, oh, I didn't fuck. Now that I'm here, this kind of sucks. Or
rocks.
yeah, you're like, yeah, exactly. Like fuck. Like now I'm here fucking counting rocks and shit. All I want to do is travel the world on someone else's dime. And or you know you don't get it. Time goes on and you're like, fuck, that's such a good thing that I didn't get that goal.
Ooh.
Like, if I would have gotten that goal that I spent so much time, energy, and sacrificing, like, you know, everything for, I would have been fucking miserable.
Interesting.
You know, so, but I think it is just you organize your thoughts.
That makes sense.
In service of that. All your to-do lists are obsessed with that. Everything you do, you know. So, yeah, I think it's just like, you know.
I like it.
You're prioritizing.
Yeah, it's becoming a little obsessive. Manifesting is becoming a little bit obsessive, but not to the point where you're really obsessive.
Well, some people do get really obsessive. Like, have you ever met people trying to be in the entertainment business?
No.
Like that's how people get hurt.
Oh.
Because everything is in service of that, and they'll sacrifice their safety. They'll sacrifice, you know, sometimes their bodies, their mind, their boundaries. You start sacrificing all of these things to be, and it's not just entertainment. Obviously, there's other ones. It's just that's the more salient example. But all of these things, you're able to justify it in your head because if you set your mind to it, you can do anything. You reach for the stars. You know, if you really work hard, your dreams will come true. It's like if you sacrifice, you know.
They don't tell you that part.
Yeah, if you're willing to sacrifice your comfort, your safety, your boundaries, you know, your dignity, like sure you can get a lot. But how far do you want to go? And I think that there's not that that's the only way to get a goal in entertainment, but for a really long time, because it was so gate kept, I can see how there was just a lot of that became part of like the manifesting, or that became part of the goal. Like so many people had to go through that kind of suffering to get to the goals that I think that it got normalized.
Oh.
Right, but that back to like that's not okay, guys.
Yeah.
Balance.
Fascinating. Trying to find balance. Yeah, no, it's trying to find balance in life.
I mean, I would love it. I would love it if I could make some fucking vision boards, light some fucking candles, and get exactly what I want. Yeah.
Poof.
So down.
Yeah, you can't win the lottery unless you play.
I know. I always say that. I'm like. And I never fucking play. I'm such a shitty gambler.
I play a lot. I always lose.
Yeah, I don't
get
play
to win.
One day I'll play and I'll win. Imagine.
That'd be awful.
They'd be like, hey, let me have $1.
There are people that I fear for them. If I'm like if my mom won the lottery, I would not let her win the lottery. I would do like power of attorney, and I'm like, you are not telling anybody, because she's, bless her heart, kind as fuck. But shit, would she be gullible?
That's not good.
Money be gone real quick.
And it's not just that. I think that it's, you know, it's easy to show up with a sob story. My mom would be like, but they're sad. And I'm like, yeah, they're...
You're going to be sad too, and all that money's gone. Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
It's good to know that her heart's so golden, though.
Yeah.
It's good to know that what?
Her heart's so golden.
Yeah, to a fault sometimes.
Yeah.
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 Nobody played the lotto for my mom.
No.
I'll play it. I'm going to give her all the money.
Yeah. I would have to just like quit my job and manage my mom's fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Be like,
And lie. I would lie. I wouldn't, if I won the lotto, just know I would lie my balls off. Nobody is finding out. Everyone's going to get secret donations and secret scholarships.
And you're going to have like rings on every finger.
No, I would look like a pauper. Nobody would know. Nobody would know.
You actually like wouldn't have a home. You'd be living in the streets just with your debit card.
Just like little by little. Like I'd get a home, right? And they're like, oh, just good luck. We got a bigger one. Just like slowly, gradually, so it makes sense. But showing up all of a sudden with like a fucking mansion and a boat.
A fucking Zeppelin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. This is how you do it. You get a little house. And hey, it burns up. Oh, no, it burned up. The insurance got me a bigger house.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
There you go.
You know, the dog has a motorized car and everything.
Oh, yeah. No, if I win the lotto, Jake's living forever. Yeah.
And like a head.
I will find a dog vampire to make my dog immortal.
It's his thing?
Oh, it will be with that much money.
Okay.
I will find. I will create immortality to keep my dog alive.
I wish you the best of luck.
Best of luck. We're on the vision board.
But putting that on the vision board.
When you're Pinterest.
Deek. Church of Pinterest, yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that Pinterest just a vision board, online vision board?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like, look at this pretty dress.
Yeah.
And 20 versions of it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Anyway. So anything else you want to talk to before we...
no, somebody shut me up because...
133 of comments.
I won't.
Oh, we were talking with Marisol 1. If people want to know, we just started without even saying introduction or anything. I introduce you.
Hi. How's it going? Yeah. Well, with no warning, my name is Marisol. I push buttons for East LA Cape. Yeah. And I've been here a long time.
Maybe the next Cape we get them shirts, the red shirts, the fucking Marisol 1.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Like thing 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Slow down.
Yeah. Well, you got to meet her first.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the Marisols just kind of like are connected somehow. We all know of each other. We can like sense each other when the other one's in the room.
The Mary Sunshine Network.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking sunflower.
Yeah. It's like a sunflower, yeah.
Broadcast.
It just turns
Marisol
around.
Wi-Fi, yeah. Yeah. It just like turns. Yeah.
Fascinating. So yeah,
explains a lot.
This was good. I liked it. It was very nostalgic.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nostalgic for nostalgic comics. Yeah, sorry, my voice is fucked up.
Yeah. So anything else?
No,
that's it.
No, that's it.
It's a 2-parter. Well, November's pretty much covered. This is gonna be the second week and the third week.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving covered.
Dun, 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 dun.
What are we thankful for? The ending of this podcast.
Very, very long podcast.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Good
Night.
Or morning or whatever.
Afternoon, or
whenever you're listening to this, Victor.